going on, guys? It's Joe Metlow with Next Level Auto Detail, and today we're working on this California GT. I'm going to cover a very important subject, and that is one-step paint corrections. Out of all the services that professional detailers provide, the one-step paint correction is interpreted differently by everybody. It's the most misunderstood procedure that we offer as paint correction technicians. Everybody's definition of a one-step can vary. So it's very important to fully understand the proper procedures and mindset behind one-step paint corrections. So let's get started. Now, this subject I could ramble on for hours, and there's so much good information that you guys need to know. However, the video is just gonna be too long. So we're just gonna cover this specific subject and try to stay on topic. What a lot of people don't understand about one-step paint corrections is that they actually take the most skill. If you really think about it, a newbie could compound a car and polish it out, and they're gonna get good results because the compound, the pad, their technique, and over time they could get good results. So if you get that newbie to do a one-stage paint correction on one side and have a professional detailer do a one-stage paint correction on the other side, obviously the professional side is going to have a lot more defect removal than the side that the newbie did. Does that make sense? Because they need all the help that they could get as far as cutting and maximizing their power to remove defects. So with one-stage paint corrections, you really have to master the technique and mindset. So it absolutely takes more skill to get excellent results while doing a one-stage paint correction than it actually does a multi-stage paint correction. We're gonna be using our correcting cream and a Boss G21 on an orange Boss correcting pad. This is like a hybrid compounding polish, and I highly recommend it, but we'll talk more about that in a different video. I wanna stay on subject. So what we're gonna do is 5 section passes. So at the end of each cycle, that considers 1 section pass. So we're gonna do 5. So that's what we're left with. And that looks good, right? It's worlds better. It is worlds better. However, you guys see those scratches? You see those defects? Now, in reality, those defects aren't the end of the world, because really and truly, this is what a one-step paint correction looks like. It's not perfection, but we drastically improved the paint. So now I'm going to talk about the #1 problem with one-stage paint corrections. Now what should be done is go on to the next panel. However, 99.9% of all detailers, including myself, because we are perfectionists and we are passionate about what we do, we're gonna go behind and do another buffing cycle. Is that not reality? We're passionate about what we do. We want to provide a great result for our clients. So what do we do? Let's edge this out and remove those marks. So no big deal, a quick pass. Let me remove what I didn't like. All right, let's see what we got. A lot better, but oh no. Oh no, you guys see that? You guys see those marks? Nope, yeah, there's still some scratches up there. That's not gonna fly. So what do we do next? Another buffing cycle. And guys, this is the #1 problem you should have when you are performing your one-stage paint corrections. You are completely defying the purpose of a one-stage paint correction. You are a hamster running on a wheel. You have handicapped your ability to remove defects, and you are actually wasting time, energy, and product when you could just be compounding the area and then polish it out in 2 buffing cycles. The end result is important, but what's even more important is the time that you put into the project. So if I spend 10 hours with the all-in-one, I could get better, faster, more efficient results. Everything. I'm gonna be saving time, I'm gonna be saving product, I'm gonna be giving my client a better job, and I'm gonna be able to get it done faster. If I just do one buffing cycle with the compound and then one buffing cycle with the finishing polish. So if you're doing 3 to 4 buffing cycles on one specific area, you are completely defeating the purpose of a one-stage paint correction. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about. Before condition. So on this side, we did our one-step paint correction, even though we did 2 to 3 buffing cycles. And this is kind of like doing a hybrid 2-stage paint correction, but you're not investing any more time. So we're gonna apply our fast correcting cream. And we're gonna do 5 passes with brisk arm movement. We're not gonna be running it 1 inch a second. So you could see the side we compounded. Now what does that mean? It means the paint is soft. Those are almost buffer trails. Look how bad we hazed out the paint. This is the correcting cream side. Big difference, right? But if you look, there's no more deep scratches. The paint is leveled. It's marred pretty bad, but there's really no deep scratches in there. So what do we do now? Pull those out, right? Let's get started. Now we're gonna be using a Lake Country white polishing pad and perfecting cream, a finishing polish. Gonna do 1 cycle. My arm movement was pretty fast there. So now we're gonna wipe off. All right, so what do we have? That's the before condition. And this is with 2 fast buffing cycles with brisk arm movements. No random scratches. It looks excellent. And we did not put a lot of effort to get that result. I hope that opens a lot of your guys' eyes and kind of gives you insight on the time you're spending on one-step paint corrections. Now, am I saying to give everybody a 2-stage paint correction? No, that wasn't the purpose of the video. If you're willing to go the extra mile and do 1 more buffing cycle, and 1 more buffing cycle, and 1 more buffing cycle, you're being less efficient and you're trying to give the customer the best result possible. And if that's the overall goal, absolutely do the procedure that I just showcased on this side. We use less product, we spent less time, we even moved our arms faster because the compound removed all the damage, then we just had to refine. Meanwhile, with the 1-step, we're trying to continue to grind out those little defects that still remain. 1 more buffing cycle, 1 more buffing cycle. But if you could discipline yourself to do 1 buffing cycle, 5 section passes, and move on and be happy and content with that, absolutely go about your business. You're doing it the correct way. We actually handicap ourselves because of the products that we're using. We're not shackled to these products. It's our jobs as professionals to figure out what's the best, fastest, and easiest way to get the job done correctly. And you have to understand something. This paint is really soft. You saw the marring that was left behind, and we still pulled it out like this. So imagine if you're working on a harder clear coat. It's not gonna leave that bad of marring. You'll be able to do less passes, if that makes sense. So you're gonna get more defect removal, you're gonna be faster, and you're gonna get a better result. If you find this information useful, please consider giving the video a like. It will help our channel grow. If you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing for future content. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.